fantastic to see from mousesports. We really talked about how they had to be quick out the gates, but it will be MIBR that draws first blood. COLDZERA finding the frag. And here comes Frozen, though, one of the best performers here on IEM Sydney, and they're not going to be
this one.
I think you might be right. Rox will get the first, Frozen another, and there it is, mousesports.
Way into connector, flash comes out, doesn't get third though.
Carrigan will. UMP being put to good use, but here's a push into Palace. Phelps has actually taken control now of an important area of this map. The A bomb site going to be more difficult to make inroads into, and so far for MIBR, they're making this force buy work. Fallen with the scout, definitely doing some damage. He will be dropped by Chris J. Still 37 seconds to work with here, but no utility at all. COLDZERA, he won't miss a shot like that. Chris J goes down, and now just WOXIC. For mousesports, the hopes of this round have certainly faded away quite quickly, and perhaps even that momentum that they got off the pistol has done much the same.
Not much to be done here for WOXIC, and he goes down to COLDZERA.
A ramp. Phelps is here in the sandwich. CT spawn at the moment that can actually cause any problems, and that is going to be it. Burr denies the bomb plant, but Carrigan's gone one better. 3 kills for Carrigan in the round. He has just opened up the A bomb site, and mousesports in with their best chance now.
Bomb getting planted nice and open for mousesports. 4 players up. It's a double retake in from CT. Down goes COLDZERA as well.
Well, poor old mousesports to let this round fall by the wayside. Into CT spawning.
So potential eco territory for both teams. Whoever comes away with this round is potentially playing for 2
Carrigan just peeks across Fallen, already having lost a bit of HP, but he does get 1. Phelps is going to be traded out, though, by Carrigan. To make some inroads on the A bomb site, but they're not committing to it just yet. Another trade, and followed by one more. COLDZERA goes down. Look at that kill feed. It's just going backwards and forwards, and this is a chance gone begging for Chris J. But they're looking for some redemption today, and that certainly seems like it is on the cards.
Both times that mousesports were able to get around on the board. Pistol and first gun round to control for mousesports.
Something that they haven't really had too much of throughout this map. Is going to get a free one as well. Carrigan says, thank you very much, Fallen, but 30 seconds still on the clock. Bomb plan's going to go down. No one's covering it off, and Taco just peeks out and says hello. All 3 we've only seen from them a couple of times. Into the A bomb site goes Phelps, or sorry, goes Carrigan. Phelps is there and waiting, but this is something else. Chris J, he's got the SG, and he's making it happen. A nice shot from WOXIC. Maybe there's some hope still left alive. He is even in a disadvantageous situation. He's liable to make it happen. Peeking his way up, does spot the player in sandwich, but Rox.
So danger territory for mousesports moving into the next round if they do lose this one in terms of being able to buy, particularly if they can't get a bomb plant down. So if MIBR...
But still mousesports have the player advantage. What a flashbang. Still Phelps is on a nice angle. Mousesports just seem stuck where they are.
They're winding up this A split. Connector control belongs to Mouse, and Phelps gets punished for it.
It's all onto Fallen here on the A bomb site. What a shot. But if he continues the push, Taco might well find himself a free kill. A nice peek from Chris J. Does keep it alive for mousesports, and Fallen has a look into connector, but he's now been spotted by Frozen, who just spams him down. And COLDZERA will be needing an MVP. Yeah, but is he going to be able to make magic happen? There is the first, and another one. Take a bow for MIBR, now a 5 versus 3. Chris J trying to trade back, but only being able to get the trade 1-for-1. That is not going to be enough. WOXIC, a quick flick, but it's not on accuracy. And Frozen on his own. It's going to be 10-5 at the end of the first half, Philly.
Jungle for mousesports and a double CT retake set up. Oh my God, Chris J crawling through the murder hole and ripping heads off.
Actually calibrate onto the head. Still 4 players persist for MIBR. Time starting to run out here for mousesports. The smoke goes down. Fallen's in there with the knife, and he gets Carrigan. That's the player with the defuse kit, and it's all falling apart now for mousesports. It's on to WOXIC, but he can't win the round. He's got the shots, but he doesn't.
Will be sent up there, but looks like now the B split can start to come out. Carrigan starting it off nice and strong.
There's another one for him as well. Phelps goes down too. And mousesports scenario right now, not enough time. They're going to have to make this B-bomb site work. Frozen, however, has fallen to Fur in middle, but Chris J gets Fur, and now it's all on to Taco. 3 mousesports players over on the B-bomb site, and surely not much that he's going to be able to do, especially with a Galil. WOXIC finishes it off. Has a Galil, so more than one here is going to be magical from him. Might well be the player to do it for mousesports, as he has been spraying away, and he actually does almost get 3. There we go, Carrigan. That's what we want to see from mousesports. We're ahead of him. We'll be able to get the bomb down.
Frozen can't let him back off the bomb site, giving too much room to work with, and beautifully done.
Has managed to find Rops. He is going to be the key, but Frozen still under balcony doing work for mousesports. And that's really going to slow the progress of MIBR. Frozen just pops up off the back of that flashbang.
That was through under balcony. That was a wallbang.
Nicely done indeed.
It's in between a rock and a hard place, and Chris J's going to have to bail him out from connector, and he does. Two from the mousesports players.
Couldn't have gone any better for mousesports, could it? It's going to be the flashbang of gods. But COLDZERA finds an opening, very quickly sewn shut by Frozen.
Can't expect him to be in ladder when you have constantly been looking for that peak.
On this side of the map, but MIBR, importantly, have actually been able to get into the site without a loss. As I say that, though, Phelps will fall. And it's starting to look more and more intimidating here on that CT side. mousesports really putting MIBR to the sword. As again, we see another player fall just one by one. It's like a house of cards.
How do you get into that A bomb site by mousesports? Cold's in ladder. Phelps can jump into window whenever he wants, and MIBR taking the bomb towards Con and starting to creep out A here.
One small mistake here, though, from MIBR, and that'll be the end of the round with 22 seconds left on the clock. That said, not a single mistake being made, apart from that of Fur, as he falls to Chris J. Bomb still is on the ground, and they don't know where Rops is. What's going on there? All of a sudden, it's winnable now for Rops. If he survives 8 more seconds, they're going to start to work their way in. Rops might just do this. I think he's got it. Oh, not quite. Taco. Their way onto the bomb site all together, but they're peeking the wrong angles. COLDZERA has a chance now. 2 have fallen, and it's on to Frozen. He gets the job done. COLDZERA. What is that?
Middle, while the rest of MIBR creep out B apartments. Carrigan has the utilities holding onto the Molotov, and Chris J again disrupts MIBR before they can make progress in middle.
Although he's been traded back, Phelps is on just 2 HP. Taco pushing forward, what a flashbang through. And Carrigan and Frozen taking advantage of it. The B bomb site this time, COLDZERA once again. But it's 4 players he has to find, and not cleanly enough. Carrigan will shut it in.
The pressure's all on him alone.
Can Carrigan do it again here for mousesports? Had a chance there. Actually finishes off Phelps. How's he done that? The man's disgusting right now, but eventually he does drop. He might have bought enough time, though, as mousesports start to make their rotation across. Chris J gets one onto Fallen, and now it's a 4v3 for the retake with plenty of utility for mousesports.
They're locked out of market at the moment. MIBR set up in the post plant, but man advantage for the mousesports. Chris J joins up with the rest of his team. Taco's on top of the bin here.
Does the map have one more twist and turn here? Perhaps it does. Taco, only a 1-for-1. It's not enough just yet, but you have to remember, COLDZERA is still alive, and he is doing the work right now for MIBR. WOXIC with an AWP. There's no way he can win this round. And MIBR here. We do see one player drop on the cross. Carrigan gets a couple of headshots. He's managed to find 1 kill. Still alive here for mousesports. Phelps has killed himself. Where? How? And in what fashion? But it might well be mousesports to push us through to the overtime now. All on to Fallen. 1v3. Does have time, but he's been spotted. Frozen gives him an opportunity, though.
So WOXIC on the off angle with the M4. There's an opportunity for Fallen to get himself a 1v1 here and put the bomb down.
If he can get WOXIC, which he won't be able to do. It's overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
He could pick Phelps, and he does.
He has, he's found him. I was going to say, it's so dangerous on the rotation for those 3A players if he's alive, but now more of a chance for mousesports to get across safely, if indeed they even need to, because WOXIC is holding the line with the AWP, and he's doing a damn good job of it. COLDZERA already drops. The shoulder pick does get the better of him, but there's still one more for WOXIC. And Chris J with a secondary AWP does chime in as well. It's a 2v1 here with that bomb down. And if he lines himself up here, there's 2 pushing into him. Headshot comes across from Rops. That's not enough to finish Fallen up. And he will finish. Will indeed spread. So Chris J has to not only give away his position, but sacrifice his smoke. Peeking out, has now lost Chris J as well. What can Frozen do alone? Turns around, spots Taco. But there's just too many angles to be aware of. The B rotators have to make this one happen now for mousesports. 1 player left, it's WOXIC.
Gets flashed off and killed. That's going to be a 2-1 lead on this overtime for him.
To hit a flick like that, Chris J somehow has gotten rid of Frozen, but he's made amends for himself getting Fur as well, and WOXIC
this connector area, but COLDZERA is the key player here for MIBR. He can make this A defender's job a lot easier, not that they need it. Fallen starts it off nicely.
Yeah, Phelps doubles down as well. It's Rops to Fall. Now the 3 remaining mousesports players have a lot more of a difficult journey onto the A bomb site. So many angles still to clear, but there's one. In the meanwhile, though, Fallen gets another. He's the only player that's left of the original defense for MIBR. The rotations have come across, though. Frozen, this is going to have to be monumental, and it won't.
Despite both having very, very strong CT sides individually.
Oh, very close for WOXIC, but not this time. Carrigan will also fall, so goes from bad to worse for mousesports as Taco gets another in the palace. Sets himself on the line. Rops does only get the one, and Chris J as well. He plant this bomb quite safely. Smokes to go down in connector, but Burr lurks his way out. Spots WOXIC. He's going to be peaked indeed again. And we're back to it. COLDZERA goes down, and once again it falls on the shoulders of Fallen. He's had multiple 1v2s. They're not going to line up for him, and in fact, they're not in the ideal situation for Fallen to really make this one easy. Does have a Molotov to use. He might have spotted one there under balcony. They've got no idea where he is. Oh, I lie!
Straight out A this time, double balcony setup.
Carrigan trying to pick up the pace, but he won't be able to do too much there. It's starting to look better for MIBR. All the players are falling. WOXIC and Rops, the last alive, but they won't have any success here, surely. Surely WOXIC can't get it done for his team. Well, while there's still a player alive, there is still hope for mousesports. Never say never. WOXIC's got a tough duel here against Taco, and somehow he hits the shot very quickly indeed. No time left. No utility left for mousesports either to deny the bomb plan, but Rops lurks his way out, tries to do some damage. And this certainly now favours MIBR, particularly with Taco in the position that he is. Can't get him out of there. It's going to rely on the aim here from mousesports. Nice shot from WOXIC into the 1v1. Such a critical round here. And mousesports may not win it. They won't. COLDZERA into the 2v1 now, and it feels impossible. Both the MIBR players know his position, but Fallen drops. It's a headshot onto Burr versus WOXIC. He misses a critical shot. He's got one flashbang. And does he just sit this defuse? Burr's run all the way.
He's picked up a molly.
And that maybe makes it unwinnable now for WOXIC. He's got no idea. Going to sit on the defuse, but if there's no peek here from Burr, no! He's gotten it off the bomb! MIBR, they're going to